Today happens to be 17th of the month of June and the year is 2025. In front of the lens is already Oracle Benson Pastore, the anchor for tonight at Western Television, and the news program that comes on your way from Mondays to Saturdays from the hour of 7 up to the hour of 8 p.m. As usual, we commence everything with what's transpired in the headlines, then shortly I'll be bouncing back with the details. Coming up in the NILECAST news headlines tonight, thousands of people gathered to World Health Center 4 in Zombo for free-scale medical camp. Honorable Dr. Balamu visited Watoto Children's Home in Maya Masaka Road. Lastly, Aro City flags off preparation for Refugee Day commemoration with the planting of trees. Details about this in NILECAST news. Bouncing back now into the details of the news, we are commencing it from Greater Aluru region, particularly in Zombo district. Thousands of people gathered to World Health Center 4 in Zombo district for free-scale medical camp ahead of Dr. Amos Nyathirombo national recognition and award Thanksgiving ceremony. The eye surgeon camp, which commenced on Monday, 16th of June 2025, will take 1 week to help vulnerable persons from Greater Nebi. Alfred Jawok compiles the story.
Over 1,445 patients with eye and ear problems in the districts of Nebi, Zombo and Pakwach are undergoing free eye surgical operations at War Health Center 4 and War Islamic Health Center 3, respectively, during 1 week free eye camp. Dr. Amos Nyathirombo, an ophthalmologist and a member of Lions Club, said due to inadequate eye and ear medical supplies at various health facilities in Greater Nebi, many patients with eye and ear problems have been in need of help, but they could not go to national and regional referral hospitals.
This camp is a general medical camp. We have eye care services, we have hearing services, we have general medicine, we have children, pediatrics, we have general surgery, we have obstetrics and gynecology. In the eye care services, last week they registered 600 plus patients, and the turnover have been more than that. Yesterday we saw 323 and listed 186 patients who are ready here for eye surgery. Those whose eyes are blind, they need cataract surgery. So to say we have got over 1,000 people, we have had help from Lions Clubs of Uganda through Lions Clubs International Foundation, which has been the major funder of this activity. Then we have had volunteers, volunteer doctors. These specialists are all from Greater Nebi. They are volunteered with their own money, their own time. All these specialists, including me. Then we have Life Care Hospital in Arua. The one whose proprietor, the CEO, is Dr. Emmanuel Odar, the gynecologist. He has also come and is doing down there our hair center.
Dr. Nyathirombo is optimistic that the free eye and ear camp is one way he can give back to the community, as he will be celebrating his recognition and award for his service to the nation.
Other people with eye problems. We come with some supplies from Arua, but yesterday all the drugs are gone. So we are now simply prescribing, and patients will go wherever they can get food. So whoever has that heart to help can come.
Grace Gipato, 58 years, one of the patients from Pakwach district, said they have been neglected since the government puts priorities on people living with HIV and TB, among others. She applauded Dr. Nyathirombo for making her gain her sense to see again.
En ke pek mukele warga ken tie pek pa wang. Kawona daro nwanga loka ni kumle ma dokta kitimi kumaka kenyin. Ate ka widi le menema ber. Doki Mungu makumeni dokta nyati rombu ukelua koti le meni pong.
George Owachgiu, another eye patient, urged the public to take advantage of the health camp as many patients cannot afford the cost of eye surgeons in bigger hospitals. He added that there are communication gaps among the health workers to patients with eye and ear problems in Greater Nebi.
Dr. Amos oye ko programme na toti ubinne na wang wazok dok kote mo operation de donc duwe do ko wachodan ma wang ko jai o ma ko kiri ay ko ma wang ki jai o ngode wadano e ma pol ubino dok da wati ka keni eni do wabe ko sa operation e cha ko ni timi ko wang dano mo kende gide.
The eye surgeon camp, which commenced on Monday 16th June 2025, will take 1 week to help vulnerable patients from Greater Nebi.
This is our health center, more so our Islamic health center, and today, as you can see, thousands have thronged this place to receive eye medical care, operations, and any other diseases being carried out by Lions Club and other partners here in Wang. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that story in Zombo, now jetting to the central part of the country, Honorable Dr. Balam Barugahara Atenyi, the State Minister for Gender, Labor and Social Development in charge of children and youth affairs, visited Subi Watoto Children's Home in Maya, Masaka Road. He thanked Pastor Gary Skinner and his wife for founding this in 1994, caring for over 1,000 orphan children. Take a look at the story.
Honorable Dr. Balam Barugahara Atenyi, the State Minister for Gender, Labor and Social Development in charge of children and youth affairs, visited Subi Watoto Children's Home in Maya, Masaka Road. He thanked Pastor Gary Skinner and his wife for founding this haven in 1994, caring for over 1,000 orphaned children since 1984.
You can take up your seats. My friend Pastor, the lead pastor, thank you for inviting me. When you checked on me last time in my office, I promised I'll come and spend a day. But because of the too many needs of the 78% of the population, I could not spend a whole day here. And as I speak, I'm also on a journey to also sign something to do with the youth in Addis Ababa. But I felt it is important. I come, witness for myself, look at this very beautiful, nice village, which is a beautiful home, better than many of those homes of those who oppressed you. First, I need to thank Pastor Gary Marilyn Skinner for the visionary idea of starting a home for the homeless, for the fatherless, for the motherless, and also a home for the child soldiers. Then, as you are aware, our government took over power in 1986. But between 1981 and 1986, there was a war. Many people lost their parents. So they became parentless. They didn't have parents. Many of our uncles in Masaka and Raka and other districts died of HIV, and our mothers and aunties. So children remained in Kalisizo, in Chotera, in Masaka, in Inyona, and everywhere, without parents. So it took a man many thousand miles away from Canada and his wife to come to Uganda to have a vision that there are those people that need a home that nobody is looking after, and we should look after them. So he started the Watoto ministry. So in 1994, he started a home for you. Now this home, it has benefited over 6,000 of you. Many are there, maybe they don't know that it's Watoto. But I want to thank you, Watoto. When you came to my office and you told me what you have done, I personally offered to buy from my pocket 10 acres of land in Karamoja.
Watoto Ministry has impacted 6,000 children, 6,500 vulnerable mothers and trained 1,000 plus youth leaders in Uganda. Kashindwath Fancy reporting for and trained 1,000 plus youth leaders in Uganda. Kashindwath Fancy reporting for West Nile Television NILECAST.
Away from that story, now coming to the mother city of West Nile region, Arua City has flagged off preparation for Refugee Day commemoration with the tree planting. This was witnessed today in Arua City as different partners and city leaders gathered to launch the planting of trees in some schools of Arua City. The annual World Refugee Day celebration is on 20th of this particular month. The year is 2025, but Arua City, in partnership with the Koboko municipality, shall commemorate that day on 26th of this month, and the year still remains 2025, and the venue will this time be in Koboko municipality. First, take a look at how they are gearing up for that day. As the day for annual Refugee Day celebration nears, Arua City in partnership with the Koboko municipality are in massive preparation ahead of the celebration of that day. This has been witnessed today, 17th of June 2025 in Arua City, as different partners and city leaders gathered to launch the planting of trees in some secondary schools of Arua City, such as Naja Muslim Senior Secondary School, Mvara Senior Secondary School, among others. The annual World Refugee Day celebration is on 20th of June 2025, but Arua City, in partnership with the Koboko municipality, shall commemorate the day on 26th of June 2025 in Koboko municipality. Bada Fred, a representative of VNG International, highlights on the background of the activities ahead of the commemoration of the day.
Today, we've aligned several activities. One is tree planting, another one is the community outreach, another one is the school outreach. We shall have town cleaning, we shall have football, we shall have a campfire. So all this is to promote harmony between refugees and host communities. So today we are here to flag off the very first activity. For tree planting, like I said, we've targeted 4 institutions, but because of the weather, the environment officers advised that it's not good to plant in this condition. But because we want to demonstrate that our willingness, our commitment to tree planting, we're only going to plant the 20. But as soon as the rains come, we've already secured the seedlings. We will bring, together with the environment officer, we shall go and plant in Adumiel Center, in Najab, Najases, Vareses, and the road demonstration.
Meanwhile, Richila Godfrey, the communication officer in the organizing committee, appreciates all the stakeholders for their support towards this day.
We want to applaud partners for the tremendous work we're doing in the city in supporting the refugees and the innovation in the city. So we have done a lot of things. There are those who have given us the expert, the staffs who are here, there are those who have given us cars also to support activities, there are those who have given us the technical expert. So these are all contributions that we have got from partners, and we say thank you very much, partners. And we also want to applaud the institute. You have always stood with partners, you have supported us a lot when we need your help in our activities, so that's why we are always committed to you. We promise dedication, we promise support, we promise commitment, and we shall deliver wherever we need it.
Whereas Ayume Francis Simon, refugee representative, encourages love and unity between the refugees and the host communities, therefore encourages them to work towards achieving a common goal.
Refugees are not burdened, by the way. Refugees are opportunity. You learn from them, they also learn from you. This is the world. We are all potential candidates to becoming refugees. And the only thing we should do is to love one another. Planting a tree, environmentalists say the tree has what? An oxygen. And this oxygen here does not discriminate whether it is a refugee breathing in or a national. So we are all enjoying. Can we enjoy this together? Can we own all these projects together?
Salim Kumaket, resident city commissioner for Arua City, flags off the activity, calling general public to at least plant 100 trees before the year elapses.
On behalf of His Excellency the President of Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and on behalf of the teams of Arua City, I am happy to launch and flag off the Environment Week exercise on behalf of refugee community of Uganda and the world at large. We do this for God and my country. Thank you so much. So everybody should plant this year at least 100 trees.
In West Nile region, there is a significant refugee population, primarily from South Sudan and Democratic Republic of the Congo. As of 2024, the region hosts over 95,000 refugees, and this influx has led to increased pressure on community resources and infrastructure. Oraku Benson Pastore, compiling the story for West Nile Television, anti-refugee population, primarily from South Sudan and Democratic Republic of the Congo. As of 2024, the region hosts over 95,000 refugees, and this influx has led to increased pressure on community resources and infrastructure. Oraku Benson Pastore, compiling the story for West Nile Television NILECAST. Flux has led to increased pressure on community resources and infrastructure. Oraku Benson Pastore, compiling the story. Away from that story, let's now cross the Nile to Ajuman district. Communities of Zoka in Ajuman district have raised concern over immoralities in the forest with total abuse of human rights, among which is killing of people, grabbing of land, and also rape of young girls, which has put the lives of the people of Ajuman in danger. Onzima Alan, together with Fancy, have compiled the story.
Being the food basket and more fertile, Zoka Forest has attracted different categories of people, which are said to have impacted on the environment negatively. According to William Leslie Amanzuru, the team leader, Friends of Zoka, said the area is completely zoned with various atrocities, which abuses human rights, among which is killing of people, grabbing of land, and also rape of young girls.
Mass roaming centers are coming up, and you ask yourself, for example, who has planned this? Who has okayed this? So a lot of human rights abuses happens there. What I listed before, sexual abuse is on its peak. Killing is on its peak. Disappearance is on its peak. There's a lot of lawlessness there. Today, somebody wakes up in the morning and he becomes the MC1. He's installed as Alpha and Omega. After some few days, this person loses such authority. Another one is installed. So it's a lot of lawlessness. There's a lot of land grabbing there that its magnitude alone is very scary. Yes, there are animals there. There are species that must be protected. These species are still there. For me, the way forward is let the authorities that are mandated to look into the health of these gazetted areas, gazetted land.
Masudio Josephine, a farmer, said the fact that no young girls and mothers are lured for money, since high level of poverty also attributes the early pregnancy and rape of this, hence need for basic need.
We have a lot of problem in Zoka. I don't know the time bomb when it will explode, whether the country can manage to solve the problem. Because people mix anyhow. HIV is people don't care. Hepatitis people don't care. Drinking is order of the day. Fighting is order of the day among the people. But amidst that, there are few people who take also activities of farming for commercial purpose. So those are the activities taking place. They are good areas, but also mostly worst, mostly they are bad parts being practiced in Zoka.
Honorable Anyamaben, the LC5 Ajuman district, said as stakeholders they have led strategies to ensure that people in Upper Land are registered, since current occupants are from different parts of the country.
It is true that place is disorganized a bit because there are people who came from different corners of the world. As a result, as a government, we are trying to find it difficult to see how they can be reorganized, because minus reorganization, that place cannot be managed. I have discussed with the RDC, I have discussed with LC3s. The first thing we need to do there is to register all these people, because all tribes in Uganda are there in Yapa and Zoka, especially Zoka C, Molokoli, Enyebeole, Ngoro. So it is very difficult to control. However, in the near future, we shall be in a position to control. The second thing, because of the influx of many people there are two big things I'm experiencing. One is the issue of HIV/AIDS, which is going to be very rampant. For example, when you go to Zokasi, you get things are disorganized. People are not staying well. The way people stay is like not even like in a refugee settlement. The other thing there I'm looking at is the issue of sanitation. They are no latrine, things are disorganized, even shelters are not good. So I find it very difficult.
Zoka Forest is a 1,259 hectare of land, natural tropical rainforest located in Adjumani district, and it's the only national forest in Uganda and in the district of Adjumani that holds significant biodiversity. Kashindot Fancy Onzima Alan reporting for West Nile Television NILECAST.
Away from that story, coming to the murder city of West Nile, I am talking about Arua City. Public is called to fight to end malnutrition in Arua City. This message was passed during Tender Mothers Kids Run, organized by Tender Mothers Organization in partnership with some nursery and primary schools in Arua City on 15th of June 2025 at Arua Primary School playgrounds, attracting hundreds of pupils, teachers and parents for the occasion. First glance the story. General public and other stakeholders at large are called to join hands in fight to end malnutrition in Arua City. This message was passed during Tender Mothers Kids Run, organized by Tender Mothers Organization in partnership with some nursery and primary schools in Arua City on 15th of June 2025 at Arua Primary School playground, attracting hundreds of pupils, teachers and parents for the event. Letaro Deborah, nutritionist at the Tender Mothers Organization, says they are creating awareness on malnutrition because the previous editions have had impacts in the communities.
Why we organize this run is to create awareness about malnutrition and its preventive measures. In the past, it has had impact to the community, especially where we serve the people in the community. They have been able to have a mindset change on how to take care of their children via nutrition, and also the children who are found malnourished have been referred to the local health facility for further assessment and treatment. So that is the major impact we have in the community, in the community, as we're doing this run through the run also.
Chandiru Saron, field office of the run, says through these runs they are able to reach out in the communities to help mothers and children.
Through these runs, we've been able to raise funds that have enabled us to reach out to very hard to reach communities, for example the Riki community. And as we move to these communities, we've been helping mothers, identifying mothers with malnourished children. We've helped them, one through donating food items, nutritious food items to them, then conducting various nutrition education. So through these educations, we were able to realize a mindset change, and some parents were able to be referred to the nearest health centers, and they are getting help from there. This year's theme has been a mother is a hero. Why that? We have a slogan that goes, a happy mother equals to a happy child.
Joel Dralumana Kusa, a teacher from St. Kisto Primary School at Diofe, laments by saying It's vital to contribute in these kind of activities to help the tender mothers.
It is very important to the kids, not only to the kids, but the entire community of Arua City, the way that the tender mothers benefit from the little contributions they make. For instance, the 35,000 that is just bigger facility goes to helping the tender mothers wherever they are. And I want to say that if this continues, not only tender mothers, but mothers generally can be helped. Being the love of families, mother is very important, and it is that way that mothers are saved.
Whereas, Mena Badutan, a parent says, this will help to network among the pupils from different schools.
Kind of has improved their creativity, and then also somehow the network has improved among the kids that I see I have, and they're interested to know, why did you take me to spring? Why did you take me to St. I also want to go to the other school. You see, they were the last time they danced, so kind of it has been interesting.
It's really so good that most of us are expressing ourselves by participating in dancing, singing, and so on.
Rosalind Mary Michael, a pupil from St. Kitts Idiofe Primary School, appeals to the parents to allow their kids to participate in these kind of things because it exposes them to the outside world.
After the children telling for their parents about the kids' mother, they should not reject them because it's their right. And after that, they should come with their children because some of them would like to tell a poem or sing for them about how they're going there with their mothers. You know, there are some songs that makes mothers so happy. You need to sing for them so they might feel in place next time. They might bring their children.
In 2014, Uganda faced a persistent challenge with nutrition, particularly in Karamoja region, where acute malnutrition rates were over 11,000 children aged 6 to 59 months and over 8,000 pregnant breastfeeding women in Karamoja require treatment for acute malnutrition. Oraku Benson Pastore, compiling the story for Western Television NILECAST. Apart from that, let's now take a look at what's happening in the world of sports, more especially in international sports. The biggest trending story is all about the ongoing FIFA Club World Cup, which commenced on Sunday and still continuing. So far, the biggest win has been recorded by the team of Bayern Munich over Auckland City, which was on Sunday. The game ended by 10-0 in favor of Auckland City. Apart from that, the other games that were played on Sunday, did see PSG at Principality Park the Princess overcoming Atletico Madrid by 4-0. Then on the other side, Al Ahly of Egypt had to play out a barren draw with the Inter Miami that comes from America. And also yesterday, games were played with the Palmeiras in the first game, playing out a barren draw with Porto. Meanwhile, Botafogo, still from Brazil in Group B, did beat Seattle Sounders by 2-1. And the last game, which was played yesterday, it was at night between Chelsea and LA Galaxy, whereas Los Angeles Galaxy. In the process, Chelsea won the game by 2-0. And then looking at the games set to be played today, by the way, one game had already come to an end. In fact, two of them. There was a game between Boca Juniors of Argentina and Soccer Lisboa Benfica of Portugal. That game ended 2-2 and we had red cards from either sides. Meanwhile, Flamengo had to beat Esperance by 2-0. Later on, you will see River Plate up against the Orawa Red Diamonds. And then Fluminense, as I speak right now, 34 minutes already played, and it's a barren draw with the team of Borussia Dortmund. Then come tomorrow, Montreal will have a game with Inter Milan. And then Ulsan HDFC will have a game with Mamelodi Sundowns. And lastly, Wydad Casablanca from Morocco will travel to Manchester City. So this is how interesting, of course, the FIFA Club World Cup has become. That means teams from all over the world, they're having the opportunity to cross over in different continents. Away from that, I don't want to stop there because some people will want to know what continues to transpire in the world of gossips. We are starting from Manchester City. The club and England defender Kyle Walker, 35, has agreed to join Everton on a one-year deal. Away from that, Brentford and Cameroon forward Brian Mbeumo, 25, is leaning towards a move to Manchester United over Spurs, despite his former manager Thomas Frank joining the latter. This has been reported by Sky Sports. Away from that, Newcastle United have opened talks with Brighton over the signing of Brazil forward João Pedro, 22, and are also interested in Sporting and Ivory Coast centre-back Osman Diamonde, 21 years of age, moving to Italy. Juventus have offered Sporting striker Victor Gyökeres an 11 million euros a year contract as they try to beat Arsenal and Manchester United to a deal for the 27-year-old Sweden international. This has been reported by Daily Mirror. Moving to Spain, Barcelona have moved ahead of Arsenal, Bayern Munich and Chelsea in the race to sign Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams, 22 years of age, but the financial challenges could stop Camp Nou side's move for the Spain international, and this has been reported by Sky Sports. German coming back to England at London. Spurs are set to open talks with Rene over French striker Arnaud Clemenceau, 23 years of age, and this has been reported by the Equipe in France. Coming to Manchester United, the club have held initial talks with Eintracht Frankfurt over the signing of France striker Hugo Ekitike, 22, but no formal bid has been made yet. This has been reported by Sky Sports. Moving back to Italy, Napoli are aiming to sign either Manchester United and Argentina winger Alejandro Garnacho, 22, or Manchester City and England midfielder Jack Grealish, 29, but the Italian champions are only willing to spend 45 million euros. Still keeping the pace within Italy, AC Milan and Napoli are both interested in Liverpool striker Darwin Núñez, with the Reds valuing the 25-year-old Uruguay international at 60 million euros, and that's equivalent to 51 million pounds. And this has been reported by Corriere dello Sport in Italian. Atletico Madrid will target Aston Villa and the France fullback Lucas Digne, 31, if they do not sign Scotland and Liverpool left-back Andre Robertson, 31 years of age. Coming to Chelsea, the club have opened talks with Lyon over Belgian winger Malik Fofana, 20. Nottingham Forest have also shown interest, and this has been reported by L'Equipe in France. Barcelona and German goalkeeper Marc-André ter Stegen, 33 years of age, has turned down an offer from Turkish champions, that's Galatasaray. Athletic Bilbao, Olympique de Marseille, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Inter Milan and Napoli have all shown interest in Al Nassr and Spain defender Aymeric Laporte, 31, formerly of Manchester City. Liverpool have joined Manchester United, Chelsea and Newcastle in the race for Southampton and the England under-21 winger Tyree Dublin, 19 years of age, and this has been reported by Court Offside Paper. Lastly, Real Betis want to enter Brazil winger Anthony, 25, that will see the Spanish club by increasing percentages of his playing rights from next summer, and this has been reported by AB.